Hello, welcome back to the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel, and of course, Happy New Year! Now, as we step into 2024, thoughts are probably turning back again to how we can best look after ourselves after maybe some of the indulgences of the festive period. So I thought that I would share with you what I believe are going to be big health and wellbeing trends this year. I'm going to be getting my crystal ball out for this one. The first one is longevity, and if you've been following me for a while now, you will know that I am super interested in biohacking, if you heard that term, and understanding how we can all live better for longer. And I believe that this is something that we're going to be hearing a lot more about as we head into 2024. You know, we probably all want to live for as long as we can, but we want to do this well too. Otherwise, you know, you kind of think, well, what's the point? So it's all about future-proofing ourselves, and that means preparing now so that we can live a happier and very healthy, stronger life in the long term, and that's mentally and physically. And this is something that I've been researching for a fair few years, and I'm going to be sharing so much of what I've learnt so far in living well for longer in my new book, which is called A Better Second Half. So this is going to be published at the end of April this year, and I've written it as a real go-to companion, especially for midlife women. And I have literally made myself a bit of a guinea pig. I've tested different diets, workouts, supplements, you name it, I have tried it. And my book here really sorts the fads from the fiction, with good information on things like the gut-brain axis, nutrigenomics, biohacking techniques, and much, much more. So do stay tuned for that. And you can click the link actually below if you want to pre-order your copy now and be the very first to receive. I would love that. We can talk about that a lot more later this year. Now, the next trend that's going to be making a comeback is big hair. Yeah, who doesn't want big hair anyway? The bigger the better, lots of volume. This was really starting to dominate the fashion runways in 2023, and we can expect to see more of this in the coming months. But just how do we as midlife women keep on top of this? You know, our hair often loses volume as we age. Menopause can cause all sorts of issues as we lose estrogen, with things like hair thinning and hair loss. Well, if that's affecting you, we've got some really good advice on the Earle Wellbeing website in terms of support for hair loss, from HRT to supplements, dietary tweaks. All these things can be really helpful. Spermidine actually has been a bit of a game changer for me. I really like the one by Youth and Earth. We've got, I think, 20% off that one too with Liz Loves. That's the affiliate discount code. So what spermidine does is it helps to support cell renewal, and it can also help grow hair back stronger. So I think also using the right products, how we style our hair can make all the difference. I like actually this. It's called Volumizing Dry Shampoo by Percy and Reed. This not only actually extends the time between washes, which is quite handy, but also it somehow makes the hair feel fuller and thicker. Give it a bit of a shake. Very fine spray. Doesn't leave a chalky white residue, and I think it's really good. You'll actually find a link for this with a bit of money off too below. Well, trend number 3 to keep an eye on is stress-busting workouts. Now, obviously, we talk about working out a lot, and having a well-honed body is nice to have, but I think a lot of us are also wanting workouts that help us to both feel good inside as well as look good on the outside. And this is the so-called cortisol conscious workouts, and they're set to be really big news in 2024 according to a recent report by Holland and Barrett, and I happen to agree. These are the exercises that help to support our mental health too. Mindful movements, they're set to become really big news as we focus on cultivating a happy body and a happy mind. So for this, think yoga, joyful dance, tai chi, a wander through the woods. You know, any type of movement that just helps to lift our mood, but isn't necessarily the most high impact on the body. Well, another favourite of mine that I do believe will continue to grow in trend in 2024 is creatine. Now, I've been taking this supplement for a number of years now, and while it was once really confined to the world of bodybuilding and strength workouts. It's just a white powder. It can actually be incredibly helpful for midlife women. So creatine is a molecule. You find it naturally in muscle cells. It produces energy when we do exercise. It can make our muscles feel more robust, helping us to feel more confident when we exercise and making us stronger. Well, research shows that supplementing creatine can be a really good way of counteracting the loss of muscle mass that naturally occurs anyway as we get older. And there's really good evidence to suggest that our bodies may even be getting better at absorbing it in later life too, so that's a plus. And it also can slow the loss of bone mass as we age. And there's also some evidence to suggest that it may even improve our brain function. So I like this one. It's creatine by Strong Nutrients. I pop just a small teaspoon of this in my morning tea or coffee every day. So that's around 3 to 5 grams. It doesn't taste of anything. And that amount is considered to be the optimum daily dose. So you don't need much, and it's not an expensive supplement. And in fact, you can save 12% on this one, the one that I use here from Strong Nutrients. Just use the code LizLoves, and I'll put all the details for everything I talk about actually in the link below. Well, my final pick for 2024 is energy. And what I mean by this is looking for other ways that we can feel at our best without necessarily reaching for the sugar, for the caffeine hit. So that might mean things you might not think of, like getting out in the morning, looking at natural light, not through a window, natural light first thing in the day. It's so good for regulating our circadian rhythm. That helps with energy. Other ways will be making sure that we get enough sleep, maybe even using sleep monitoring tech. We're seeing a lot more of that. And getting exercise in the day to ensure that we drift off easily at night. You know, it's much better for us to feel more refreshed than ever if we've done a bit of a workout during the day so we sleep better. Well, there you go. What do you think? Is there something that you're keen to work on or even improve in 2024? What do you think about the trends? As ever, let me know in the comments. We always love to chat. And do make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. You can just click the little bell icon here to never miss an update from me and from my team, because there is going to be just so much more coming up here, especially when it comes to longevity and aging well. I hope to see you here again next time.